Lawless from Tyler Perry's Have and Have Nots.
Yes.
Are you the have or the have not?
I'm a have. A very,
Nice.
very wealthy have. Happy. Very, very, very have.
You look very, very wealthy and very, very
I
important.
was as wealthy as my character. She has a lot more money than I do.
What was it like working with Tyler Perry? I mean, he's like the new thing.
Yes, this is a man who's worked hard, been around a long time, and just, really has brought the best and continues to do great work. I just bought a whole new studio, and working with him is a dream. It is magical. It's been an extreme learning experience for me. He has taught me much, and he's a good mentor. He's good, someone that I would go to for advice, as well as being my director. So,
What has he taught you?
to trust myself. There's one thing that he's taught me, that to dream big and to trust that it will happen and believe that it will happen, but to trust in yourself. Don't let someone else convince you who you are or who you are not.
Because he's achieved such a great thing.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
What obstacles have you had to overcome? And how have you overcome them?
Well, I mean, the biggest obstacle that I have, and I wouldn't call it an obstacle, I'm a theater background, seasoned theater actress, and I, on a whim, decided to put myself out there, not thinking I'd ever even get a call for the TV show. So the biggest obstacle, thinking, I've had TV experience, but not to the scale that a lot of people had before they reached my age. I'm a woman in her 50s. I'm happy to say that.
You look gorgeous.
I'll just say that. And I have a series regular on my very first television show, and that is almost unheard of in this business. So never say never, and anything can happen to you.
And you said you're a seasoned theater actress.
Yes.
Did that talent and training cross over into the series?
Absolutely, and Tyler loves theatrical trained people. He uses and enlists a lot of theatrical trained people. So he's got a tour going on now, Medea's Farewell Play Tour. He's a big, heavy into theater as well, and he likes that work ethic. He likes the training, and it works for him in his type of genre.
Who has been your greatest influence in your life?
Everybody knows.
Jesus Christ.
Awesome. Tell me about him.
Christ, my Lord and Savior. All things have come through him. I mean, the way... It's so funny, my pastor this morning had everybody raise their hand if anyone had ever witnessed a miracle by Jesus in their life. That doesn't mean Jesus doesn't do miracles every day, but physically witness. The entire process by which I got my show was a miracle. I've had to work very hard for just about everything. Nothing has ever come easy. This particular job was probably the easiest path I had ever seen, and there's no other way that would have happened but through the Lord. And watching the entire, I remember stepping back during part of the process going, what is going on? It might as well have just seen Jesus turn water into wine. It was that prolific. And I'm always humbled, and I try to remind myself every day to not take anything I have for granted. I give my house, my clothes, my job, my car, my pet, everything that I have or want to have all came from the Lord, and I give him thanks for all of that.
So he's given you strength to live each day.
Yes, and that doesn't mean that my life is a bed of roses. That doesn't mean conflicts don't come. And there's, no slight to Garth Brooks. God answers all prayers, but sometimes he says no.
Well, that was so well said.
And all prayers get answered. It's just not always yes, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
It's not always our way, it's his way.
Exactly right.
God,
right.
God turns it all around for good, for our benefit.
We don't see the whole picture. And many times I've looked back on my life at things that I thought I wanted or prayed for, and I went, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that didn't happen. But God saw that it wasn't a good plan. So that doesn't mean there are a couple of things I wish had happened, but there's a plan, and it'll all come to, it'll all make sense in the end,
I think God really wants us to be patient. How have you been patient?
So we're going to have you again. That's right. Thank you so much.
It's been my goal to leave, but don't worry about what tomorrow's going to bring because he has my today. He has the tomorrow, and it's difficult to be patient, but just by trusting in him and his wish, and that's become a little more present in the past 5 to 10 years of my life than it ever has been before. I'm a typical actress. We think we're never going to work again. Every actor, I don't care if they just got an Academy Award today, we do not think we are ever going to work again. We think today is our last hurrah, and I just settle in the fact that that's not going to be. Whether it's an acting, whatever that is, God's got me. I'm not worried about it. If I worried every day about tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to get up.